Hey, hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Autumn Ashley, and today I want to recap how I did in April for Camp NaNoWriMo. So before I get started, I don't want you guys to be alarmed. I donated blood and I had a little bit of a snafu and had to stick both arms, but all is well, all is fine. I'll try to keep my arms down, but if you happen to see them, all is good. It's a little overdue, but we're just diving on into it, right? My goals for Camp NaNo in April were to write a minimum of 10,000 words, a max of 15,000 words. I had an hourly goal of wanting to write 3 to 5 hours each week. I also had this as another goal, and I believe it was in my announcement video where I wanted to try to find a good balance between writing, personal life, work life, and all of that stuff. Try to find a nice, solid balance between all of the things that are going on in my life. Did I win Nano? Well, according to the website, I did not, because I was feeling very ambitious when I went to the website to announce like what I was doing, what I was gonna be working on, and putting in my word count that I put in 15,000 words, which was my high goal. I put that in as my goal for Camp NaNo. I didn't feel right changing that after the fact to 10,000 words, which was my minimum goal. I kept it at 15,000 words. And if you go to my account on the NaNoWriMo website, you will see that I did not hit my goal of 15,000 words. However, I did hit my 10,000 word goal. I ended up writing a total of 10,013 words for last month. I am so proud of that. I definitely think I could have done better. I knew for the first week of camp that I knew I was not going to be writing because I was on vacation, and then I didn't find a good groove until I believe it was like maybe the 13th of camp. Around like the 12th, 13th, 14th is when I finally sat down to start working on my goals and to start chipping away at my word counts and what I wanted to work on hourly for each week. And then I ended up getting some news that really took me out of the real world for a little while. So that just kind of threw a wrench into a lot of things, but I knew I couldn't let that stop me. I knew I had to keep pushing forward, even if it was a little bit, even if it wasn't huge word counts, whatever, I still had to push forward. And I did end up pushing through that pain a little bit. I kept track of hourly goals in my notebook for this story, and I'll be totally honest, I don't think I did the best with keeping track because I just kept forgetting to update my writing tracker in my journal. It's so weird because I have always tracked my writing with this project, like what I would work on, how many hours I would spend working on the project, but I think I was just so distracted with the other things that were going on. I didn't really update it as much, but I do have a little bit in here. I'm gonna throw this up on the screen so you guys can see that I didn't quite reach the 3 to 5 hours each week working on my story. It is what it is. That was something I wanted to make more of a habit of, trying to get 3 to 5 hours each week. So when we got out of April, I would be able to try to keep that as something consistent, and I still haven't quite gotten that to be consistent. I still feel like I average about 2, maybe 3 hours, and in a good week 4 hours I average for writing. I am trying to figure out how to make it work out to where I write a little bit more each week, and that's something that I need to figure out. Something needs to change. While I know I didn't end up hitting my hourly goals, and I definitely did not hit the 15,000 words. So hopefully going into the month of May, I mean, now we're, I think, halfway through May by the time you're seeing this video, but hopefully I get on a somewhat better schedule. So I ended up hitting and passing 2 big milestones for this project last month. Well, I guess technically 3 milestones. The first one, I ended up passing 10,000 words in the entire manuscript, and then I ended up passing 15,000 words. That's the second one. And the third one, I ended up finishing Act 1 of my fantasy project. I'm pretty proud of that. It was progress that I made, and I feel like I did extremely well in a lot of my writing sessions. I do think I had 1 or 2 writing sessions where I wasn't in a good headspace. There were outside, like, environmental distractions that I just couldn't quite get past. But usually during my writing sessions, I block off time. I usually have my phone way over yonder, usually no distractions. So I had a couple of writing sessions that were very distracting and not very productive, or not as productive as I would have liked for them to be. This month it really opened my eyes to really trying to reinforce when I have my writing sessions, when I have time blocked off to defend that time like I normally do. I normally don't have an issue. So I had a lot of things that I feel like affected my writing and affected my mental headspace last month, but overall, I still feel like I was able to overcome all of those things, and I was able to get my project into a good space that I wanted it to. The final ending word count for April of my entire project was 16,319 words. And that to me is pretty darn good, considering I started this project I think in March. Each month I'm trying to get a minimum of 10,000 words over the next 5 to 7-ish months. I kind of want the project to sit around 60,000 words. Each month I need to do about 10,000 words. I still was able to hit that goal. I'm still able to stay on track for the project. Now I'm entering into Act 2, and boy, is the Act 2 of this story gonna be something. I am still very passionate about this story. I don't feel lost. I don't feel like I am in like a writing slump or anything. And even in those writing sessions where I was distracted, I don't feel like I was in a slump. I was just maybe not in the right space to write at that time. With me saying that, we can't always have writing sessions when we're feeling up to it. Sometimes we gotta push past the hard and the difficult times. With me saying all of that, last month, considering everything that happened, I would consider it a win. I hit my minimum goal of 10,000 words. I wasn't quite able to hit the hourly goal each week that I wanted to write, but looking at that chart that I had shown earlier, I was still able to hit the word counts that I was looking for, make progress through the story, and I ended up finishing the first act. And then the final one, which was trying to find the balance between writing, work, personal, all of those things that we all juggle. Everybody juggles those things. We just have to find what way works for us. If I had to rate it on a 1 to 5 star scale, I would probably say it was about a 4. I feel like I did do a good bit of managing and keeping everything well balanced. I think a few times a week or a few days, it kind of slipped away from me. Things got a little out of hand, but you can't control everything. I do feel like for the most part, I was able to find a good solid balance between all of the things that go on. Whenever I was doing personal things, I wasn't quite feeling guilty about doing those personal things where I'm like, wow, I should be writing, or man, I wish I was reading a book, or vice versa. I was really able to find a good balance, find a good, strong, healthy balance for all of those things. I chalk that up as a win. Let me know how you guys did in the month of April. I know this video is coming out a little late, but better late than never, right? Let me know what you guys are going to be working on for May, for June, and then we're going to be back here again to do another camp for July. So I'll see you all very soon. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm Autumn Ashley, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.